Hey girls, how have you all been?
Oh my gosh, Eden, you actually came? What are you doing these days that keeps you so busy? It's so hard to get a hold of you, you know. You hardly ever reply to my messages anymore. It feels like we need to book an appointment with you 6 months in advance if we want to see you.
I'm so sorry. I guess I have been kind of busy these days. But aren't you running your own business? Surely that isn't that much to do when you have a whole team of employees you can just get to do things for you. You make it sound much more glamorous than it is. It's really not that different from being a regular employee at the end of the day. There's still so much work to do. Even if you leave work for your employees to do, deciding how to delegate what task to which employee isn't as easy as it sounds. And there are lots of similar businesses around at the moment, so competition is quite fierce. We really need to work hard to stay on top of our game and stand out from the crowd. Anyway, no more work talk. Thank you so much for inviting me here today. I wasn't sure if I'd qualify to get invited to a college reunion when I dropped out halfway through.
What do you mean?
Of course we would invite you. We made so many great memories together at college.
So what if you didn't end up graduating with us? Exactly. Though it would have been really nice to have spent longer with you at college. You should have just taken a semester-long break instead of dropping out. You were always so good at everything, so it came as a shock to us all.
Yeah, we all felt it was such a shame. I do often think that if I had just taken some time off instead of dropping out, then I would have been able to come back with a fresh mindset and work harder. I think I would probably have been able to give it my all and do really well if I just gave myself 5 minutes to breathe. But at the time, I just felt that things were too hard and that dropping out was the best thing for me to do. I guess things did work out for me in the end, though, because I ended up succeeding in the business world.
Yeah, I guess you didn't even need a college degree to do well for yourself in life.
That's right. And just look at her. She's the most successful out of all of us. All of us are just someone else's employees. Eden is the only one who started her own business and became her own boss. Guys, please stop. You're making it seem like it's my birthday or something. You won't stop singing my praises.
Well, it's just that we're all really impressed with how far you've come. You were really ahead of the trend with the whole foreign trading business. The sector really started to boom as soon as you started your business.
Well, we were a really small company when we started out. I guess it was just all down to luck that we were able to make it big. I didn't have any savings, so I started the company with money I borrowed from my parents and even ended up taking out a loan. I was really nervous that I would suddenly go bankrupt overnight back then in the early days. So to be honest, I'm still surprised that things actually worked out for me in the end.
Sometimes taking a risk really does pay off, eh? Now, come on, everyone. Let's have a drink.
Yes, let's have a drink. It's been ages since I've been able to let loose a little.
Oh my gosh. Eden, is that what I think it is? Is that a ring on your finger?
I guess I've been caught.
Is that an engagement ring? Are you really getting married?
Yep, I really am. I'm going to be a married woman soon enough.
Have you sent the invitations out yet? You are going to invite all of us, aren't you?
Of course I'm going to invite you guys. We're not giving the invitations out yet, but when we do, I can assure you that you're all going to be on the guest list. We haven't actually started planning anything concrete yet. To be honest, it hasn't even been that long since he proposed to me.
Still, I think you should get the ball rolling with the wedding plans as soon as possible. You should be showing off and bragging to everyone about your engagement.
Oh, there's really no need to make a big deal out of it, honestly. Showing off isn't really my style. If people notice that I'm wearing a ring, then it's nice to talk about it. But I don't necessarily want to go around waving it in people's faces.
Everyone seems to be getting married now. I guess we've reached that age. Everyone is going to start getting pregnant and having babies next.
Well, to be honest, marriage wasn't really on my mind. He surprised me out of the blue with his proposal. I'm still coming to terms with the fact that I'm actually going to be getting married.
Oh, really? It was a surprise. Most guys these days seem to only propose after they've had a clear discussion with their partner about marriage.
Well, it's not that we hadn't talked about it at all. It's just that we'd never had conversations about doing it in the near future. I think his line of thinking was that he wanted me to know that he wanted to get married and showed that by proposing to me. But he doesn't expect me to be able to start planning for the wedding straight away because he knows that I'm really busy with work at the moment. We're okay with having a long engagement. We're really not in any kind of rush. I really admire you for that, you know. Lots of people just rush into the wedding as soon as they get engaged these days. But there's a lot of merit to taking it slowly as well. Anyway, congratulations! I really do wish the best for you and your fiancé. Let's do a toast to your future happiness. But now that you'll be planning a wedding on top of your work, it's going to get even harder to meet up with you from now on. I'm worried that you're going to end up drifting even further away from us now. Of course I won't. I'm not going to let that happen. I'm so grateful for you guys for always inviting me even though I dropped out of our course. No matter how busy I am, I'm always going to be able to make time for you guys.
You need to stop drawing a line between us and trying to ostracize yourself. You're part of the group, Eden, regardless of whether we graduated together or not.
It's just a habit. My parents always taught me that I should never give myself too much credit for fear of becoming too cocky.
You really need to stop being so modest all the time. Just admit how great you are already.
Here you go, Jared. Let's toast to your engagement with my daughter. I don't know how you put up with her, and I have no idea why you would want to consign yourself to living with her for the rest of your life when she is such a stubborn one.
Eden can definitely be stubborn, but she has a softer side when she's with me.
Ew, don't tell me that you don't go around acting all cutesy in front of Jared, Eden. That's really gross to think about.
Well, of course I act nicer when I'm with him than when I'm with the likes of you. He's my fiancé. I always worried about the day Eden would finally bring home a guy, but I'm so relieved that she's chosen someone lovely like you, Jared.
Wow, Jared, you've done really well if you even managed to win over my mom.
Did you all really think of me as such a terrible decision maker that I wouldn't bring home someone nice?
Well, you're always ready to die on this hill or that hill for some silly reason, so we were a little worried that only a weirdo would be able to put up with that.
Hey! Are you quite finished making fun of me?
Siblings never stop fighting, even when they reach adulthood, huh?
I know exactly what kind of relationship they must have. I have a younger sister myself, so we have a similar dynamic.
It's so nice to have one son and one daughter, though. It really balances out the family well. It's nice to hear that your parents are also blessed like us.
Yeah, lots of my mom's friends are always saying how lucky she is to have one of each.
Oh, by the way, when are you two planning on actually getting married?
Oh, we're not going to rush into things, so probably next October. I've always liked the idea of a spring wedding. The weather won't be too hot or too cold, and there will be lots of nice flowers around. Oh, that's so lovely. October is the ideal time to have a wedding. How romantic.
It's also convenient timing because October isn't a busy time for me at work. Eden says she also thinks that she's going to be able to arrange some leave around that time.
Well, that's lovely. Now, Eden, you better not work so hard even after you get married. Make sure you actually are able to make some time to spend at home with your poor husband. You can't have the perfect home life and the perfect work life, you know. You also need to stop filling every single free minute with some kind of activity. It's like you're allergic to relaxation or something.
But the two of us were only able to meet because of Eden's constant desire to learn new things. If she didn't like to take courses in her free time, I wouldn't be sitting here getting to know you all today.
No, that's right. Didn't you two meet at a barista class or something like that?
Yes, we did. As you know, both of us have this dream of running a coffee shop one day. We really bonded over our passion for coffee, and here we are today, engaged and ready to spend the rest of our lives together. Hopefully, one day, we'll be able to make that coffee shop dream come true, and we can run the place together.
Oh, we are really so happy for you two. We really do wish you all the best, and we absolutely give you our blessing for this marriage. We're just happy that Eden has found someone she loves and wants to spend the rest of her life with.
Oh, I do have something to warn you about, though, Jared. As you know, our Eden is a workaholic, so she's not that great at being a homemaker. Make sure that you help her out with the household chores, okay? I hope you're not one of those traditional guys who expects their wife to do everything for them.
No, don't you worry. Since we're both going out to work, of course we should be splitting the household chores between the two of us. Don't worry about things like that. I'm not a traditional guy in that respect at all.
Now that does set my mind at ease.
Oh, my phone is ringing. I'm so sorry. I need to step outside and take a call really quickly. I really hope they aren't still working. How's it going?
There she goes again, taking work calls at the weekend. I suppose you're used to it by now, what with her running her own business and everything. It must get on your nerves sometimes if it cuts into your date time with her.
Oh, no, of course not. I really admire her work ethic.
She is pretty admirable, isn't she? But still, we taught our kids never to believe that they're above other people just because they're doing well at something. I think that there's no such thing as people being inherently better than other people. People are just different from each other, that's all. The idea of inferior or superior is a very toxic social construct. Anyway, I'm sure that you two have a similar philosophy, Jared. If you respect people, they will naturally be inclined to respect you back, and that's the best kind of society to live in. Don't you agree?
Oh, yes, I agree with you 100%.
Do you think this will be a good gift to bring to your parents' house?
I have no idea what's normally done in these situations. I know they're conservative, and that's why I couldn't meet them before we got engaged. So I want to make an extra good impression on them so that they approve of me.
Excuse me, what would you recommend for somebody to buy as a present for their fiancé's family when meeting them for the first time? I would recommend a bottle of nice wine if they're drinkers. We have a wide selection of European wines here. We have everything from champagne to Merlot. Whoa, this must be very nice wine. The cheapest one is $100 a bottle.
Well, this is a pretty fancy department store. You would expect the wine to be top quality, wouldn't you? It's only natural that it's expensive.
Yeah, I guess. I just didn't think it would be that expensive, you know?
Do you not buy these kinds of things for your big clients every now and again?
Not really. Most of our big clients are overseas, so we don't really have many chances to actually meet up with them in person. The whole business is online, so most of our interactions happen online as well.
Okay, I see. Well, for a bottle of wine this nice, it's gonna cost a pretty penny.
Okay, I guess I'll go with this one here then. Okay, great. I'll go and get it gift wrap for you.
I'm a bit surprised, if I'm honest. I thought that you would have put a little bit more thought into buying a gift for my family, considering it's the first time that you'll be meeting them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come off like that. Did I choose a bad wine or something? Oh no, this is one of our top quality reds straight from Bordeaux, France. It doesn't get much better than this. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm getting a work call. Here's my card. You can just tap it whilst I'm gone. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, you can give the card and the wine to me.
Really? I see. I've got something on today, but I will contact you as soon as I can. Yep, understood.
Who was it?
Oh, just one of my employees.
Oh, really? Is it because we normally meet up around this time and I notice it in particular? Or does she always get this many calls? On a Sunday as well? Is there really anything that needs to be done on a Sunday? There was also no need to make a huge fuss over the price of the wine either.
Should I go and get them some nice snacks as well? It looks like they have some food stalls in the corner, so let's go check it out. Oh, maybe I can get them one of those fancy picnic hampers with nice cheeses and crackers and jellies and things like that.
Are you seriously having doubts about her? She drives an Italian sports car, for goodness sake. When else am I going to find another girl who can afford something like that and is still willing to give me the time of day?
What are you doing, spacing out like that? I said let's go and check out the food area and see if they have any of those cute little hampers. You know what your parents like, so I'm going to need your input.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Sorry about that.
How do I look? Did I make the right choice with this dress? My shoes aren't too high, are they? How's my makeup? It isn't too much, is it?
You look stunning. Come on, let's head on in.
Mom, Dad, we're here!
Welcome, welcome. Hi there, Eden. I'm Norman, Jared's dad. And this is his younger sister, Amber. Honey, why don't you come on out and say hi to Eden?
Oh gosh, are they here already? Hello there, sweetheart. Come on in. I'm Flora, Jared's mom. Can I just say that you look beautiful, Eden? Even more so than in the photos that Jared has shown us. Oh, thank you so much, Flora. It's so lovely of you to say that. I bought some presents for you guys, by the way. I really hope you like them.
Oh, you shouldn't have, but thank you so much. Oh, fancy French wine and a picnic hamper set. You do know how to treat us well.
I'm so glad that you like them. I was so worried that I'd made the wrong decision.
Anyway, why don't you come on in and take a seat? Dinner should be ready about now. Are you all finished in there, honey?
Yeah, just adding the finishing touches. You guys arrived just on time. I hope my cooking will be to your taste, Eden. Come on in and take a seat at the dining table. Okay, let me just head to the bathroom and wash my hands first.
Okay, it's just down the hall to the left.
Thanks, honey. Well, it looks like you've done well for yourself there, son. You said she runs her own business, right?
Yeah, she's been selling stuff online for quite a few years now. Wait until she's here to start asking questions, honey. If we start talking about her behind her back like this, she might misunderstand and think that we're bad-mouthing her.
There's no need to be like that. I was just asking a simple question. Oh, you're back. Please help yourself to as much food as you like. Oh, I definitely will. Thank you. Everything looks really tasty.
So, tell us all about your work, Eden. It seems like you earn quite a lot of money. Your clothes look like they're all designer. Am I right?
Well, I run a business selling goods online. I sell things on commission, and I also do a lot of overseas sales. I've been making a lot of profit from selling vitamins to the overseas market these days. Exporting has essentially become my main focus now. If I have any particularly good items in stock, I'll make sure to bring you some so you can all give them a try.
Oh, thank you. That's ever so kind of you.
That's cool. So, what did you major in at college? As you know, our family lived in Mexico for a while when I was younger, and my parents and Jared all speak a little Spanish. That inspired me to go and study Spanish at university, so I can get a deeper understanding of the language and of Hispanic culture in general. Did you study business management or something like that?
Oh, did Jared not tell you? I don't have a college degree. My highest level of education is high school.
You don't have a college degree?
But didn't you say that you went to a college reunion not that long ago?
Oh, well, that was...
Looks like you've been caught red-handed, Eden. Tell us the truth. You never really told Jared that you didn't go to college, did you?
Oh, no, that's not the case. I told you at the beginning of our relationship, Jared. Don't you remember?
Did you? I don't remember.
Mom, shall we do the Spanish thing we always used to do when I first started college to help me get used to the language again? When I say empieza, we all start speaking in Spanish. Okay?
Oh, yeah, we used to always speak exclusively in Spanish at the dinner table.
I really don't know why you would suggest we'd start doing that all of a sudden.
Everybody ready? Empieza! Mom, I think that Eden just got lucky starting her business. If she doesn't have a college degree, she clearly doesn't have any skills and obviously isn't good enough for Jared.
Hey, watch your mouth. But anyway, didn't I just tell you that I had no idea that she didn't go to college? She really did say that she was going to a reunion with her old college classmates just a few weeks ago, so I'm just as confused as you are.
Well, I guess that was a blatant lie then. Oh well, I guess you're going to have to break up with her now. You should go and find a better girlfriend who is up to our family's standards. You should have looked more into her background to find out whether or not she was good enough for us. Jared, all of our family went to Ivy League universities, so it can't be hard for you to find a girl who is also an Ivy League graduate. You really can't just be dragging in any girl off the street.
Your mother is right, you know. She worked really hard to pull the strings to get you two into Ivy League colleges. Money isn't everything, but reputation and connections are. You also need to think about your future, children. You don't want to be tarnishing our top quality genes with the genes of someone who isn't even smart enough to get into college.
That's right. Even if you get lucky and your kids do end up taking after you, there's still a chance that her bad genes could drag them down and make them have less chances in life. You need to prioritize marrying a well-educated girl over marrying a rich girl.
I have been having my doubts about her recently, to be honest. We've been meeting up on Sunday evenings a lot recently, and she keeps taking and receiving work calls during those dates. It makes me worry a little about how harsh of a boss she must be to be making her employees work late on a Sunday.
Well, she must be a total tyrant then. Has she forgotten that we live in the 21st century? Is the 7-day work week even legal anymore? And also, if she's so in touch with the global market, you would think she'd at least be able to speak Spanish, right? It's the second most spoken language here in the US. And when you run an international company based here, surely breaking into the Latin American market is important.
Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? I bet she only speaks English. She's probably from some backwards family from the countryside who would never dream of a world outside their own. Look at her face right now. She's fuming that she can't understand a single word we're saying.
Well, I'm certainly not interested in having an uncultured daughter-in-law who can't even speak more than one language. I think the best thing for you to do right now is act like this whole little relationship never happened and break things off cleanly. But she drives an Italian sports car. There aren't that many other girls around who own one of those.
Well, for all you know, she could have taken out a loan to be able to afford that car. So many people these days are willing to be thousands and thousands in debt for the sake of having a nice car. Also, did you do some proper background research on her company? Have you been to her office?
Well, the office isn't that big. I've been there a couple of times, but she spends more time working remotely at home.
Maybe she's lying to you about everything. Maybe she doesn't really run an office and she just rents out a co-working space to show off to you every now and again, but she's actually just a one-woman operation. Maybe her work calls are fake as well?
So her business is tiny. She doesn't have any kind of academic background, and she doesn't even speak any languages other than English. She's a complete disgrace, if you ask me. What's she doing? She's getting something out of her bag. This is my business card. Since you've all decided to switch to Spanish, I'll switch to Spanish too. I understood everything you just said about me. Well, to be honest, not quite everything, because your pronunciation was terrible in some places. It's very rude to start bad-mouthing someone right in their face in a language you think they don't understand, you know.
Wait, did you just speak Spanish? Paramos! What's going on here?
I find it disgusting that you first assume that I can't speak any other languages because I don't have a college degree, and second, that you'd look down on me so blatantly for not being able to do so. People like you really are scum of the earth, you know. Especially you, Jared.
Eden,
Your parents and your sister can be trash humans. That's fine with me. I didn't have any kind of prior relationship with them, so their insults can only hurt me to a certain extent. But the fact that you sat there and let them say all of those awful things, and even agreed with some of them, was the ultimate betrayal in my mind. And also the fact that you would be willing to freeze a person out of the conversation like that was also disgusting to me. Did you think I must be one of those trashy nouveau riche types because I didn't go to college? Someone who flaunts their money in everyone's face because they know they didn't really deserve to earn it? How long were you planning on sitting there and making fun of me when I was right in front of you? You're really good at Spanish, huh? Also, for your information, I studied business at Yale, but dropped out in my final year, so I never graduated. So technically I went to college, but because I never actually graduated and got my degree, I just tell people that I'm a high school graduate because that's the truth. I knew when I dropped out that I would probably struggle a little, but it actually ended up being the best decision I ever made, since I was able to start my business and become successful.
You should have told us if that was the case. We ended up completely misunderstanding your situation.
You more than misunderstood my situation. You were taking a bunch of baseless assumptions and running a marathon with them. I really don't want to spend another second around people who think it's okay to badmouth somebody right in front of their face when they think they don't understand them. I'm leaving right now, and I am for sure never coming back.
Eden, oh wait! You can't say that we misunderstood you unfairly when you told me that you were going to a college reunion the other day, but you then introduced yourself as a high school graduate today.
Let go of me! What gives you the right to grab my arm like that? I am a high school graduate, and that's the truth. I may have spent time at college, but I don't have a college degree. Anyway, I'm glad to have found out that your family are all disgusting people before I got any further involved with you. I've never met people more obsessed with the prowess associated with going to an Ivy League school. It's actually quite pathetic, you know. There are way more things to life than attending a college with a good reputation. Did you just call us pathetic? You are pathetic. Having a good academic background doesn't mean that you can give up on having a nice personality, you know. Although it seems that you all think that way. Maybe you reacted so viciously to the idea of me being a high school graduate because you couldn't deal with the idea that somebody with less academic prowess than you is making more money than you ever did or ever will. You guys must have all felt a huge wave of inferiority when you met me, huh? I really don't know what gives you the right to think that you could start looking down on me immediately after meeting me.
Are you testing us right now?
Testing you? Of course not. You were the ones testing me, were you not? Anyway, if you had wanted to give me some kind of a test, you should have gone about it a little more tactfully. Saying all those awful things about me when you assumed I couldn't understand really showed me what terrible people you all are. And you, Jared. Do you not have anything to say to me in this situation?
Well,
Wow. You think you know a person and then they stab you in the back like this.
Eden, please. I can't believe this. Where did she learn to speak such good Spanish anyway?
Did you not mean her? She's a Yale Business School dropout. She should have told us she was a college dropout instead of a high school graduate. Even if she didn't graduate from Yale, getting accepted is the most impressive thing.
Well, what does that matter? She dropped out before she could graduate, so she basically has nothing to show for her time spent at college.
Well, you can shut your big mouth. If you hadn't been so arrogant and suggested that we all start talking about her in Spanish, then none of this would have happened.
Ouch, Mom! Let go of me! Anyway, what's the name of her company? Show me her business card.
Eden, wait up. How come you walk so fast? Will you at least talk to me? You can't just leave me like this.
What did you expect? For me to stay there after listening to your family insult me like that? Did you really think that I would still want to marry you after you failed to stand up for me? Are you not embarrassed about how you handled the situation?
Well, I don't know why you're getting mad at me. I haven't really done anything. It was my sister who started it. She just thinks she's the best because she's been getting decent grades on her Spanish course. She's still a kid who doesn't know that there's more to the world than being good at academics.
I really don't think that's an excuse for the behavior that I witnessed today. And it's not like you didn't join in with them bad-mouthing me either. How dare you insinuate that I overwork my employees to an illegal extent? The reason that I take calls on Sundays is because I'm liaising with my connections in Eastern Europe. You know, the place on the other side of the world with a 9-hour time difference with the US. If it's Sunday evening here in the US, then it's Monday morning in Hungary. And besides, some employees work flexi time and prefer to work in the evenings and rest during the mornings. But you didn't consider any of these possibilities and went straight to thinking the worst of me, didn't you?
I think it's natural for me to assume that you had people working on Sundays. I don't think anyone's mind would have logically gone to either of those explanations.
Well, now you know. And I hope that means you won't go around making such assumptions about people anymore. Guess that college education didn't teach you not to jump to conclusions, huh? Anyway, after seeing how you and your family are willing to treat people, I really don't want to have anything to do with any of you. You all disgust me, and I can't bear to see any of your faces or hear any of your voices ever again. Here, you can take this back.
The engagement ring?
Yes, please take it. I don't want it anymore. I should have given it back to you right there at the dinner table, but I was so taken aback that I didn't think to do it immediately.
But we can't just break up over something that was just a huge misunderstanding. If you think about it, you actually did do a lot of things that could have easily led to a misunderstanding. You were complaining about the price of the wine and everything as well, which made me think that maybe you weren't as cultured as I thought you were.
Just because you have money doesn't mean you should automatically always buy the most expensive things. I think it was perfectly natural for me to comment on how expensive it was, when I had never bought anything like that before. I think you're more in the wrong for looking down on me for not unquestionably wanting to buy the most expensive thing on offer. Well, now you have your expensive wine and your expensive picnic hamper, so I hope you enjoy them.
Eden, please don't go.
Oh no! Mom! Mom! Come and look at this! What is it? Did you find out something about her company?
This is bad, Mom. It's a really reputable company that has been in business for more than 10 years. And that's not all. Apparently, they're doing really well in sales. Apparently, the sales scale has reached more than $500,000.
Oh my gosh! That girl must be worth a lot of money. Even if all the profit doesn't go directly to her, I bet she's living comfortably.
And being in this business 10 years ago wasn't easy, so I'm sure she had to work really hard to get to where she is today. If she's been a consistent contender in the market for that long, then it's definitely possible that she could be worth a lot.
Oh no! What have we done? We've messed things up for Jared when he had the chance to marry a rich girl. But why did she have to go and drop out of college? She could still have started her business after graduating. Why didn't she just hang on in there for a little longer? If she had just gritted her teeth and stuck with it until the bitter end, we would have never formed a bad opinion of her in the first place, and none of this would have happened.
Well, how are we supposed to know how successful she was?
If you had all just been a little bit nicer to her, we could have secured a comfortable future for both our son and for the rest of us. You two have just gone and kicked away good fortune for us.
Why are you blaming us when you also got carried away and started insulting her? We're all guilty here. If Jared is successful in bringing her back, then we best all be ready to apologize profusely to her. I'm really hoping that they'll be able to get past this. It's not like this is some casual relationship. They're engaged. Surely she won't call off the whole engagement because of this. Right?
I'm trying to remember exactly what it was we said, but I just can't. I got so carried away.
Well, she said that she couldn't understand some of what we were saying because our pronunciation was bad. So maybe she actually didn't understand most of it.
Oh, really? Maybe you're right.
You know, you really shouldn't go around bragging about how you study Spanish at college if your pronunciation is so bad that people can't even understand you properly. You said you wanted to become a Spanish teacher after you graduate, right? At this rate, do you even think you'll be at a good enough level to teach the language to anyone?
Well, obviously my pronunciation was fine. She was clearly talking about you two when she said that someone had bad pronunciation. I study Spanish every day. You guys haven't spoken it since we were in Mexico almost 20 years ago.
Oh, for goodness sake, I'm sick to death of the both of you. Anyway, give Jared a call and ask him if he was able to convince her to come back. Although the fact that he's taking this long isn't a good sign in my opinion.
Fine, I'll give him a call now. You know, when you think about it, it's actually all Jared's fault. Who doesn't know something as fundamental about their fiancé as whether they dropped out of college or not? Either the boy is stupid or he obviously just didn't love her that much. Business trends seem to be changing a lot recently. We're going to have to adapt our business strategies if we want to stay as big contenders in the market. Reverse directives may actually be the answer. We already have a lot of items secured. So we just need to find out what is the most effective way to conquer the overseas market.
Then I guess we'll have to expand our domestic workforce.
Yes, I agree. I think that will be the best approach. Our services are not as attractive as they once were, because lots of the overseas brands that used to basically only be available through us have come and opened up physical stores here in the US. We need to be able to work with the same brands we already have available, focusing on the products that have gone particularly viral and try to appeal to new target audiences.
I'll go and make an advertisement for hiring new staff then.
I think it would be a really good idea to focus on Europe from now on. So if you could put the focus on finding some US-based employees that are fluent in German, Hungarian, and Russian, that would be amazing.
Yes, of course. I'll draft something up and I'll make sure to show you when I'm finished so you can give it the go-ahead and upload it.
Thank you. Our domestic office is becoming quite a big operation now, isn't it? It's going to start getting really crowded in here once we have more people.
Yeah, it really will. By the way, didn't you say that you were going to be busy with some personal stuff for a while and that we shouldn't be taking on too much extra work during that time? Will it really be okay for us to hire new employees now?
Yeah, it's all going to be fine, don't worry. The thing I was busy with took care of itself. I guess romance isn't part of my destiny. Maybe I'm not cut out to be a bride.
What do you mean? Oh, excuse me. Who are you?
Hi there! Eden! How have you been? What on earth are you doing here?
You were really angry when you left the other day. I hope you're not still mad at us. I was looking forward to finally having the older sister I always wanted, you know? So I was really upset when you just left like that.
Well, if I had a younger sister like you, I would have disowned her years ago.
We're really sorry for how we acted towards you the other day, Eden. We were so awfully rude. We bought you a really nice cake from the bakery up the street as an apology gift.
I really can't believe that you have the audacity to come to my place of work. Did you not hear me when I told you very clearly that I don't want to have anything else to do with your family? As much as it embarrasses me to have to cause a scene in front of my employees, I'm really going to have to ask you to leave. Oh, please don't be like this. At least listen to what we have to say. Jared is so depressed right now. He's nothing but a shell of a man. All he does is sit in his room all day, drinking himself into oblivion. As a mother, it's really hard for me to watch, so I thought I would come here and try whatever I could to get you to give him another chance. I apologize for how rude we were to you the other day. I've had the chance to reflect on my actions, and I realize that they were inexcusable. I now know that it was very wrong for us to judge you just based on your academic experience. And we are so sorry for upsetting you. Well, I don't want to hear your apologies, so get out of my office right now. If you dare try and come and find me again, I'll report you to the police for stalking and harassment. Please don't be like this. Please, just hear us out. Excuse me, you there. Would you be a dear and bring us some tea? I'd like to sit down and have a little chat with your boss.
Why would I bring you tea when my boss just asked you to leave?
This whole thing has just been a huge misunderstanding. So I think we all just need to sit down and talk about it some more. Now look here, lady. I guess I haven't been direct enough, since you still don't seem to be able to understand me. Your son and I have nothing to do with each other anymore. No woman in her right mind would ever want to marry into a family like yours. I really was quite speechless seeing the show you put on at the dinner table. I think it will be seared into my mind forever now. I really don't want to think about that awful experience anymore. So will you please just get out whilst I'm still asking nicely? All right, there's no need to push me. But misunderstandings happen between people every now and again. That's all this was. One of life's unfortunate misunderstandings. And it's not like you're not at fault either. You should have sold yourself better as a future daughter-in-law. Putting yourself down by saying that you were a high school graduate instead of mentioning that you were a Yale dropout made it seem like you were testing us.
That's right. You were being far too self-deprecating there.
Self-deprecating? You know, I think that the problem here is you guys thinking that everyone should always be trying their best to sell themselves to others. There's nothing impressive about empty-headed people like you who only care about the prestige attached to going to a good college and don't even think to actually try and learn something whilst they're there. So don't you go around thinking you can shame me for not having a college degree, when it's evident college didn't do anything to help you two and your unfortunate personalities. Hurry up and get out of here. I have nothing else left to say to you.
Did you call us empty-headed?
Are you still not leaving? Oh well, you leave me no choice. Hi there, is this the police? I'd like to report some people who have come to harass me at my place of work. They're really causing a disturbance, so I would appreciate it if you could come and remove them from the premises as soon as possible.
You can't just call the police on us.
Thank you so much. Please come as soon as you can. Hey, Ashley, could you go and make sure the door is locked so they can't run away now? I feel like the only way they'll realize that I'm not willing to hear them out is if they have to be dragged to the police station.
Oh, yes, of course.
There's really no need to go this far. We're leaving and we promise we won't bother you again. I can't believe that we're being treated this way.
Well, I'm glad that she's decided she doesn't want anything to do with our family. Imagine what daily life would be like having to deal with a woman like her. She thinks she can treat people however she likes just because she has a bit of money. Welcoming a woman like you into our family would cause us nothing but stress.
Oh, that's it. Make out that I'm not all that and you weren't interested in my money in the first place in a desperate attempt to make yourselves look better. Every single thing you do or say ends up making you look worse and worse. You said you're going to leave, so hurry up and do it. We're leaving now. Come on, Amber.
I think they finally left.
Sorry about that. You can get back to work now. I'll call the police and tell them that they don't have to come after all. Wow, I really did dodge a bullet with that family.
You really did. I was dying from secondhand embarrassment listening to them. If I were them, I wouldn't have dared to show my face here out of shame. They really are a different breed of human.
That's what I'm saying. I already told them how things are very clearly the other day, but they still came here and thought they had the right to make a fuss at my place of work.
I thought that if I came here, I might have some kind of chance of seeing her again. I'm not ready to give up on her yet.
Jared, is that you? It's been ages. It's so nice to see you. What brings you here today?
Oh, well, I was just in the area and I wondered how you were doing, so I thought I'd just pop in and say hi.
Oh, really? That's so nice of you. I'm doing fine. Not much new to report. But this is quite the coincidence. You remember Eden, right? Well, she came to see me just a few days ago.
Really? Eden was here? Did she say why she came?
She said that because of the way things are going with her line of work, it might be difficult to stay based here. She said she's going to be moving abroad for the foreseeable future, so she wanted to say goodbye to all her acquaintances in the area.
Eden is moving abroad? Did she say when she would be leaving? Did she say where she would be going?
Well, it must have been 2 or 3 days ago that she came to see me, and she said that she would be leaving very soon. But I don't think she said the exact date. But weren't you two quite close? Did you not stay in contact with her after you finished the course?
I really can't believe that she's leaving the country. Does that mean I've really missed my chance with her for good? I thought that maybe she would miss me a little after the breakup, but I guess she wasn't thinking about me at all. I can't believe that she's leaving the country less than a year after ending things with me. Was it really that easy to move on for her? Excuse me? Who might you be? What business do you have with us here today? Is your boss here by any chance? Oh, I don't think I've seen you here before. Oh, I'm fairly new to this company. If you don't mind, sir, would you mind telling me who you are? I don't think we're expecting any outside visits today. I'm your boss's, fiancé. Her fiancé? I think I remember her very clearly saying that she's single. Are you her ex-fiancé by any chance? Yeah, I guess I am. I guess she wasn't kidding when she said to be prepared for this kind of situation. I'm calling the police. The police? Well, that escalated quickly. Our boss said that her ex-fiancé's family came here and caused a huge scene a few months ago. She was worried that a similar incident might happen again, so we've all been told to be on alert if any members of your family try and enter the building. Showing up to your ex-fiancé's place of work uninvited is basically stalking, you know? If the police come right now, things aren't looking good for you. Wait, what are you saying? My family came here before? They never told me anything about that. Well, I don't know the precise details, but I do know that it happened. Oh, and for your information, our boss isn't here anymore. The European market is booming, and I'm sure you know, the boss is fluent in Spanish, so she decided to go to Spain and make the Barcelona office her base. She's not going to be coming back to the US for a long time, so there's no point in you coming here looking for her again. She went to Spain? Already? Yes, she did. So please, leave before I call the police on you. There's no reason for you to stay here any longer. Alright, I'm going. Please don't call the police on me. I guess she really did leave then, huh? I guess she didn't have any feelings left for me at all.
Oh gosh, I'm so unfit. I really need to get used to running.
Hey, are you struggling there? It hasn't been that long since you moved here, and it seems like you're already committing to running every day, which is impressive in itself.
Oh, hi there. You live next door, don't you? I think one of the main reasons I'm struggling so much is because I just arrived from the US and I'm still a little jet lagged. I'm trying to make sure I keep busy all the time so I can adjust to my new schedule faster.
Ah, I see. I've seen you around here a few times, but I haven't properly introduced myself to you yet, have I? I'm Juan, and I live in the apartment next to yours. Could I get your name?
My name's Eden. It's really nice to properly meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. By the way, if you haven't eaten breakfast yet, would you like to go and grab a sandwich with me? There's a little cafe nearby that does amazing sandwiches and coffee. And, of course, it's on me since I'm the one inviting you.
I'd love to. That sounds great. I'm still getting used to things here, so it would be great to have someone show me around the neighborhood and help me settle in. Have you lived here for a long time?
Yeah, I've been here for a few years now. I think I'm coming up to my 8th year. I run a company that deals with AI based in the city center, and things are going pretty well at the moment, so I'm planning on staying here for the foreseeable future.
Oh, wow. That's really cool. You must know lots about the area as well. I should be the one treating you to a sandwich and coffee to say thanks for reaching out to me.
Well, how about I cover today's and you can get tomorrow's? How does that sound?
That sounds good to me.
Oh, come on, Jared. Please help me out here.
Did you get rejected for another teaching position?
Just go and get an office job or something instead. You're clearly not having any luck going down this route. Well, it's hardly my fault that there are more teachers than there are kids at the moment. Please don't keep nagging me and just help me out a little.
Please don't tell me you're gonna start saying that you want to start your own internet shopping mall or whatever again. There are so many businesses like that these days. You're doomed for failure in an oversaturated market.
Well, I'm not like the other girls who start these things and fail immediately. I have a degree from an Ivy League college and I'm fluent in Spanish, which opens up the market for me a little more. And anyway, your ex was able to succeed at it, so why can't I?
Shh! We don't talk about her.
What's going on here? Oh, hi, Amber. You're here again, are you?
Hi, Melanie. Mom made some cookies and asked me to bring some round for you guys. I was just taking the opportunity to catch up with Jared. By the way, have you been asleep?
Oh, yeah. Because of my new routine, my days and nights are basically swapped around. I'm really busy working towards my degree at the moment. Anyway, I won't interrupt you. You two can carry on chatting. I have stuff to do, so I'll be at my desk. Honey, could you please bring me a coffee?
Oh my gosh, she doesn't do anything but sit around at home all day. And she expects you to go and get her coffee for her? I can't believe that she graduated from Stanford and had such a great job in a well-known company, but she quit the moment you guys got married so she can sit around at home working towards a PhD that's going to take years to finish.
Why can't you just make your own coffee? Well, I guess this is what she has to do if she wants to become a professor. She just decided all of this on her own and didn't even tell me when she quit her job, but now there's nothing I can do about it. Well, I hope my mom is happy now. I married the girl with the fancy Ivy League degree that she wanted, but she's nothing but a drain on me financially.
I'm sorry to have to bring this up now, but would you be able to loan me just a teeny tiny bit of money? Like maybe $5,000? When my online shopping mall becomes really famous and starts making loads of money, I'll be able to pay you back tenfold, okay? When I think about how much money your ex made from this line of business, it just makes me feel encouraged that I can make an even bigger success of it, since I have more skills than her. I'm really confident that things are going to go well with this.
What kind of business model are you going for exactly?
Well, consignment sales seems to be the way forward these days. As long as I have enough money to pay for the initial stock, the rest can pay for itself. So if you could just lend me those $5,000, I would really appreciate it.
And you really think that this is going to go well?
Of course I do! I've done lots of market research, and I know which products I need to be focusing on. Please, Jared, just trust me on this.
Do you promise me that you won't ask for more than the initial $5,000?
Yeah, I promise. I'm confident that's all I need to get started, and then the money will start rolling in.
Okay, fine, I give in. I'll help you out, but just this once, okay? And nobody else is allowed to know about this, okay? Mom would freak out, and so would Melanie. Mom is already mad that it looks like you're not even trying to get a job. If she finds out that not only did you give up on that and decide to start your own online business, but that I loaned you the money you needed to get started, then both of us are dead meat.
Yeah, of course I won't tell her. Thank you so much, Jared. You're really helping me out here. With this money, I really will have everything in place to get started.
Well, you'd better make sure you do well. Mom would already be upset enough to find out that Melanie isn't working. If she finds out that you're not working a real job either, then she is going to be so mad.
Yeah, I'll be careful.
Amber! Just when were you planning on telling me what you've been doing this whole time? Apparently, you're being investigated for some kind of violations of something.
Oh no, this can't be happening. An investigation? What have I done that merits an investigation? Oh gosh, could it be the dietary supplements I've been selling? Could there be something wrong with them?
Answer my question, please, Amber. What have you been doing this whole time? I had a feeling that you were up to something. I felt it was too good to be true that you were spending all day, every day, constantly applying for jobs.
Well, the truth is, I opened up an online shopping mall. I thought I could make lots of money from it, but I barely sold anything. How can they be calling me in to be investigated when nobody even bought my products?
I knew it. I knew you weren't that serious about finding a real job. Were you really so naive as to think that you could make it big just through starting a one-woman business from your bedroom?
Well, I just thought because Jared's ex was so successful with her online business that maybe I could do the same. I looked up the clothes that she was wearing when she came to see us that day, and just that one dress was worth $500. I thought that if she could do it, then anyone with a computer and a little bit of business knowledge could do it.
I don't care if she was the most successful woman in the world. Your little business venture has landed you in trouble with the police, and now you need to take responsibility for that.
But she was also selling these kinds of dietary supplements. I don't understand why I'm getting in trouble.
Well, she probably did her research properly before deciding which product she would sell, and I bet you didn't. And anyway, how did you even get the money to open up your own online shopping mall? You don't have any money. Did you borrow money from someone?
I do actually have some money, Mom. The money I used to start this business was completely my own.
Don't lie to me! I'm not stupid. Even if you did have some money, it can't be more than a couple hundred. Go on then, tell me. Who did you borrow the money from, huh? You didn't get out a loan, did you?
Of course I didn't. I borrowed it from Jared.
What? You borrowed it from Jared? Have you both gone crazy? You don't have the first idea about what it's like to be a functioning member of society, and you're clearly delusional. Why on earth did you think that you'd just be able to go and start your own business? How much did you convince Jared to lend you then? Put me out of my misery.
It really wasn't that much. It's not a big deal.
Well, if it's not a big deal, then you won't have any problem telling me how much it was, will you?
It was $5,000.
What? Your brother is just as mad as you are. Neither of you have any sense. He should have known that no good would come out of lending money to the likes of you. You two will be the death of me. How could you lend Amber as much as $5,000 without even consulting me about it first? And just how long were you planning on keeping this a secret from me? Married couples shouldn't hide these kinds of things from each other. No, I really don't know if I can trust you.
Well, she said she was going to try her best to make it big with her business, and she seemed really earnest about it, so I thought it wouldn't hurt to help her out a little. I knew she was going to postpone getting a job for as long as she possibly could, so I thought her doing something was better than doing nothing at all.
Well, I don't think that this is fair at all. You're always berating me for being at home most of the time because of my studies. So how could you then go and give your sister money so that she could start a business at home?
Well, at least she's making some kind of money. All you do is sleep all day and study all night.
Honey, you said you weren't going to tell your mom about this. Is that true? Is that really what you've been doing? You had a great job. Why would you quit it to just stay at home and laze around, using studying to become a professor as some kind of excuse? I'm not lazing around. I'm studying towards a PhD. It's necessary if I'm going to become a professor, you know. Do you have any idea exactly how much studying I need to do for this? Well, if you knew that you were in a stage in your life where you wanted to take time out to focus on your studies, why did you decide to marry Jared? You're holding him back. You're delaying him having kids, and you don't provide anything to the household financially. You're nothing but a drain on him, both emotionally and financially.
Mom, you're being a little bit harsh.
Well, to be honest, I was against this marriage from the start when I heard that your ultimate goal was to become a professor, Melanie. I never understood why you needed to study even more when you already have a bachelor's and a master's from Stanford, but was kind and decided to let you off. I assumed that you would at least be working part-time alongside your studies, so it's really shocking to find out that you just spend all day every day lying around at home. But I don't know what gives you the right to raise your voice at me in my own house when I've been gracious enough to overlook your laziness. You need to stop lecturing me when you don't know anything about these things. Anyway, do whatever you want with this $5,000. I'm leaving.
Now look what you've all gone and done. Honestly, Jared, you really should have better taste in women, though. Honey, come back.
Don't you dare think about going after her. She's not worth clinging on to. But anyway, the root of this problem is you, Amber.
Ouch, Mom, let go of me. That hurts. I just wanted to do well for myself for the first time in my life. Can you all stop bothering me when I'm really stressed about the criminal investigation?
Have you heard anything about that, by the way?
Well, they did tell me that I could be fined and that it's not going to be a small amount of money.
No. How much are we talking here?
Maybe around $20,000?
This is why you should have just gone and got yourself a real job. You need to stop thinking that things will always work out for you just because you graduated from a good college.
I thought that the whole language stunt that Jared's family pulled on me was the kind of thing that only happened in soap operas. And when I think about it now, I laugh out loud at the thought that something as crazy as that actually happened to me. Apparently, Jared showed up at my company a few more times after I left for Spain in the hopes that I would come back at some point. But the rumors had already spread amongst the employees and they knew to call the police on him. After the police came to drag him away, he never went there ever again. I'm running my business from my new base in Barcelona. And although I don't know what the future holds, I'm enjoying myself for the time being. As for Jared, I heard that he ended up marrying the girl with the Ivy League degree that his mom so desperately wanted him to find. I ended up in a relationship with my neighbor, Juan, the handsome stranger in the park. And we are enjoying spending our days together and both give each other lots of support in our respective business ventures. I'm going to work even harder from now on to make sure that my company is a great place to work for all my employees. And I hope that we keep on going from strength to strength. I really hope that one day we will be able to live in a society where people don't get judged on their level of education, but on what kind of person they are on the inside instead. Thank you so much for listening to my story. Don't forget to like and subscribe.